Hey guys, it's your buddy Rome. I'd like to thank you all for coming back to the channel. So on today's video, what we're going to be looking at is a new product that was sent out to me by one of my reps. Now, we will be looking at the RayNeo Air 3S. Now, of course, I've been talking about this in a few other videos. As you guys know, I was looking for some XR, AR glasses to use with my drone controller. Yes, this is the Air 3S as well. So what we're going to do in this video, we're going to unbox the Air 3S from RayNeo and see if it's going to work the way I anticipated working with my controller. So that's kind of my goal, is to be able to connect it to my controller and use it as a more detailed monitor when I'm flying the drone, especially for commercial applications when I need to be really, really close to things or get precise video coverage. So that's kind of my goal. 90% of the time I do just use my controller, but having those glasses, I think, will take everything to the next level. Now, these glasses were not provided by RayNeo. They were actually provided to me by one of my media reps, and they actually sent me 2 pair of these glasses. More about that at the end of the video. So right now, we're going to get right to it. We're going to go ahead and unbox the glasses, see exactly what comes in the box, and test if they will work and get my first impressions of using them with my Dji Air 3S RC2 controller. Y'all ready? Y'all ready? Let's go. All right, guys. So here's the box that the RayNeos come in. I like the fact that it kind of has that Apple aesthetic to it. You know, the unboxing experience is pretty nice. So first things first, you're just going to pull this little tab that you guys see right here, and that's going to open the exterior box. And then inside, you're going to find the actual glasses, the box that they come in here as well. So let's go ahead and pop that out. All right, guys, so here's the box that they come in. Now, it has a little bit of information on here, but I'm sure most of you guys who have also been looking at these glasses have seen quite a bit of videos on these glasses. Now, they will project up to a 201-inch screen, which is super cool. It claims to have immersive, rich stereo sound. That's a bonus for me because, again, I'm more concerned with the viewability of these glasses for, projects that I will be doing, especially when it comes to my photography work, videography work, because I do plan on doing a few videos showing you guys how I'll be using these also with some of my more higher end cameras. All right, so you have Optic Air, you have the Ultra Comfort, that's the advertising that as well. So plug and play is one of the features that I look for with something like this, that it's just going to be a simple plug it in and it works. All right, there we go. So as you guys can see here, you have your glass case. Now you have some accessories here. Let's take a look at our accessories. This feels quite weighted, and I think that's primarily because there's such a large manual in here. So let's take a look at that real quick. It's going to be in multiple languages. So that's going to kind of walk you through all of the features of these glasses. You also receive, basically, these are for anyone who needs to wear glasses or reading glasses or something like that. So they come with a little, sample of how those will fit. So you would take these to your eye doctor and you would use, have your prescription filled to be able to utilize these glasses. So that's kind of cool. All right. So what else do we have in the box? So we do have a second nose piece. Show that to you guys here. All right. So that's what the second nose piece looks like. Now there is this one is labeled as large. So I guess this is the larger of the two. What else do we have in here? A couple of things tucked away. So you get a cleaning cloth, glasses, of course, that's great. You have a quick starter guide, after sales care. So all of that comes in the box. All right, guys, let's get to the main event. I think that's everything that is in the box. As you guys can see, nothing left in the box. So first impressions of the case. It feels really nice in comparison to other glass cases that I have. This is a little bit thicker. It has this little, I guess you want to call it like a little hanger on here as well. This is a single zipper, but it looks like a really high quality zipper. The tab on here is sort of rubberized. So that's, for your comfort. So when you open this up, one of the first things you notice is that you have this little pocket right here. And what's nice about that, that's where you can put a lot of your accessories. And especially if you're going to be purchasing like additional covers for these glasses, you know, blackout covers, things like that, you could fit those in here. You receive a USB-C to USB-C cable. Now this is kind of I'm gonna say maybe a 30-degree angle on this one. It does have some branding, but this is really nice. It feels nice in the hands. It's kind of got a rubberized feel to it. So this should be fine up against your skin. No problems there. And then you have the actual glasses themselves. And that's pretty much everything that's inside of this case here. So when you first open these, I'll tell you guys, in comparison to other glasses that I've used, not AR, XR glasses, I mean like things like I've used for laser engraving and things like that, or just regular motorcycle glasses or sunglasses. These do have a little bit more weight to them, but that's not a, that's not a problem. The arms are very flexible, which is nice. That means it can expand for, head sizes. You can see your speakers right here underneath and on top. You also have your control buttons. You have your control buttons as well for volume, for menu, and all of those different buttons are right here. Now, first things first, you do want to remove these covers over the lenses, and those just peel off like so. So it's two of those. All right, so I'm going to leave for now the stickers on, these blackout stickers, so I can get the full immersive impression of these glasses. But when you do remove this, this is going to be more like sunglasses. All right, so simple enough. You're just going to plug your USB cable in right here, and we're going to see if these are going to work. So first things first, let's get our controller set up, because that's what we're going to be testing this with, is my controller for my drone. All right, so here is our first test. Let's go ahead and power this on. So we will use the cable that came with it. All right, so let's wait for this guy to power up, and then we'll plug them in. I'm going to go ahead and go into the DJI simulator. That just will really give me an idea of what this is going to be like, experiencing some type of flight. So we're going to go and choose that, go fly. Okay, so this is getting ready to load up. If you guys didn't know, yes, the RC2 now has a simulator on it. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and place my drone where I want it, right about there, and hit place. Okay, so we're good to go as far as that. It's just ready to take off. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to connect to the glasses. So I'm just going to plug these in like so. Now they may require some adjustment once you have them connected. And I can already see, I don't know if you guys are going to be able to see that, but I can already see my screen. So I'm going to put these on. And first impressions, guys, the screen is gorgeous. Okay, so you have your controls here where you can, go through the menu button, and you can turn on or off whisper mode. You have your refresh rate. You can go back. Let's go. We have game, movie, and we have eye protection. I'm going to leave this on standard for now, and we're just going to go ahead and start. And I'm going to set this at 120 hertz. All right, guys, so our drone is ready to take off. I'm looking at my screen. So I'm going to switch back over here so you guys can kind of get my first impressions with this. So this is what it looks like when you're actually wearing the glasses. So I can now, spool up the drone, and I can take off. Okay, that's what we're doing here. All right, so let me also, before I go too far, let's go ahead and land this drone. All right, so I'm going to record the screen so you guys can pretty much see exactly what I'm seeing as well. All right, so we are recording the screen. Let's go ahead and take off again. And let's go ahead and go up. So we're just going to do a quick little flight here. I just wanted to see what this is going to look like. Now, as I look around, the image is following my head. So let's go ahead and fly out a little bit. Let's go ahead and elevate ourselves a little bit. We're going to go over toward that little tower back there. And whoops, let's go over here. Let's rotate around. Look at the city. Man, I'm telling you, I have seen this same little simulator in on my normal controller, and this looks so much different now. It's just so detailed as to what I'm looking at. All right, so let's just go up a little bit. Now you're going to hit a barrier wall here. I expect that. So I'm just going to turn around and fly back in the opposite direction. But I wanted you guys to kind of get an idea of what it's like. And I'm just looking straight ahead here. Now I do have a normal reflex of looking down toward my screen. I can see my controller below me. So I am still able to see, things in my peripheral and things that are below me as well. And I can switch back and forth through all of my modes. A lot of this is just going to be, muscle memory. You just remember how to fly your drone, your controls. So there's something I never noticed before. In the back there, at least it looks like it. Let me wait till I get a little bit closer before I can tell you if that's true or not. Okay, I was seeing some type of video artifact, and I don't know if that's from the glasses or if that's from the simulator, but from my impression, guys, everything looks amazing. The picture quality is stellar. So yeah, this is a win. This is exactly what I'm looking for to be able to do. So as an example, if I was flying this drone on a commercial application and a client wanted me for some reason to, I don't know, take video of this little building over here, I could get super close to the building, as we do with our drones, and line everything up exactly where I want it. And then I could start my recording, flybys, getting super close. So we can, move really tight up on that, go up above. Maybe they wanted me to take a look at the air conditioners, above it. I could do that as well. Let's line that up a little bit better. Yeah, guys, this is so cool. This is so cool. All right, so hopefully the simulator video is also entertaining as well. But from my perspective, this looks really, really nice. So my personal opinion on this so far is that this is going to be exactly what I expected it to be, as far as my drone flights and being able to, see everything. Now, I will further test these glasses, obviously, with other devices I have here, my iPhone, as I have the iPhone 16 Pro Max, and I also have, my cinema cameras, my Sony FX3, my Sony FX30. So I'll be using these as a monitor for those cameras as well. So, overall, guys, I think this is going to be an excellent combination, of using these glasses with a controller, using it as a sort of pinned monitor, for other devices that I'll be working with. So if you guys are on the fence, I'm telling you, price wise, this is probably a great budget price for some AR glasses. Definitely take a look at these. I will be doing further videos on these, testing different things out, probably a lot of it today because I don't have anything else going on today. And I will maybe do another video here in a little bit, testing these with my iPhone. And then I will do a third video testing this with some of my cameras, because I started thinking about that earlier today. This would be ideal, for connecting this to different devices like the Osbot Talent, using it as a monitor. And another thing I'm curious about, if I can get multi-view into these glasses. So time will tell. We will be testing this thoroughly today. All right, guys, I would like to thank you all again for, watching this video. Feel free to comment, guys. Hit the like button and subscribe, because the algorithm loves seeing, activity with these videos. And I will continue doing videos like this. And of course, I am live 5 days a week, here on YouTube and other platforms. So if you are interested in asking direct questions to me about this product or any other product, you are more than welcome to pop into the comments, guys. It's a very friendly community. We hang out, tell a bunch of little dad jokes and all that kind of jazz. So if you're into that, come on through. I got you. All right, guys, it's been Rome with Rome Knows Tech, and I will catch you all in the next video. Thank you all for watching this video, and I will see you soon. Peace. I'm out.